What do the attributes in Aikatsu Planet mean? We've discussed attributes in a previous video, and to me, they represent a marked shift from subculture to gimmicks. Brands are based on various subcultures, whereas attributes are mostly objects or a general vibe to be followed. We can say that Dance Fusion is a street brand, but music as a type is mostly just dance we're pulling from all kinds of genres. Angel Sugar is Sweet Lolita, but Fairy is generic girly clothing in pastel colors. Now, this isn't inherently a bad thing. Attributes allow the girls to have a wider range of outfits than usual. Hana gets to wear a ballet dress and a phoenix dress. This range just wasn't common in the past. Outside of seasonal themes, brands rarely made key deviations, which left a few of them feeling flat. So let's examine Hana's dressier attributes and see what they reveal about the series' vision. Fairy types are based on mythological creatures and feature Pegasi, Cubies, and Catsits. Mao is the main user, and I think it fits her pretty well. The first PR is Aurora Pegasus. It's a white ballet dress with winged elements. It's a very graceful look, and the dressier inspires the Aurora skirt and the winged elements on the bust. I also love the pink corset being shared between the dress and the dressier. Overall, it's a strong first impression, but the skirt is rather lacking in detail. It looks a lot more balanced in 2D, but the idea just didn't translate well in any of the CG models. There's a few other Pegasi to cover, so let's go over those. First up is the upgrade, Pegasus Angel. This version features a longer skirt, a pair of wings, and really pretty aurora textures. I like that the ballet inspiration is kept with a winged bust, and the sheer elements are really pretty. Conceptually, it's rather tame compared to other final dresses, but it's a clear evolution of the first design. The biggest downfall is that all of the tiny elements blend in with the pastel colors. It's hard to see a lot of these, so it looks pretty plain in motion. Fantastic Pegasus is much better though, with a stylish purple skirt tied with a white ribbon. I think the delicate gold accessories really complement the skirt, and the design is really clean overall. The next set of fairy cords are the Cubies and the Sits. Smart Cubie is a really cute top with a heart pelt and a skirt with a snowy design. I really like the fun, wintry vibe of these swings, primarily because of the icy tones. I also think the shoes are really stylish with the fur anklet and the white bow. There's also a pretty aurora in the skirt, which is a neat detail. Soda Jack Frost is much poofier because of the pants, and I love the crystalline top. The off-shoulder sleeves and diamond buttons are pretty creative too. To me, these would have been perfect for a Christmas campaign. Pastel Cat Sith is the next swing we'll look at, and it's a really great casual outfit. The ruffled top is pretty, and the mini skirt features bows and a rainbow gradient on the underskirt. The overall palette is really dreamy, and it fits right in with My Little Heart and Fantasy Time. Overall, the first batch of cords represent a really cohesive theme. They're all girly pastel outfits that sometimes feature a fantasy twist. It's an evolution of previous styles, taking elements from Angel Sugar and My Little Heart. The style is very unique for a main character, as the graceful brands are usually reserved for older senpai characters. Overall, I'm really glad they made this choice for Hana and feel it's a really unique style to set her apart from previous protagonists. When Hana is reborn into her new self, she's given a new PR, and that's Pureful Phoenix. It's a warm, fiery orange and keeps a lot of the same elements, but reinterprets them. The phoenix feathers feel a bit lazy, especially over a shockingly simple skirt. The sheer sleeves also leave Hana looking quite bare, which draws your eyes to the stronger reds. The boots are probably the best designed parts, with cute cutouts and gold lining. Something I don't get about this cord though are the blue gems. It doesn't look great on the ribbon, and it's such a pale shade that it's hard to notice in this warmer palette. I think purple would have worked much better. The phoenix wings are also too small to be that important, and overall, the bodice draws a lot of the attention with the red and yellow contrast. This cord is an exciting idea, but Pureful Phoenix never takes off. It lacks the color and intrigue of usual PRs, and its only redeeming quality is that it's something new and different. Now, I chose Hana for this video because her attribute is the most cohesive. Beyond that, the cords fit a lot better into categories based on style, aesthetic, and color palettes. I'll look at her new attribute before rounding out the video. Cafe was a huge step in the right direction. It's a lot more specific and gives her a neutral palette. First up, there's the PR, Fragrant Royal Milk Tea. This regal outfit is an evolution from the girly ballet dress to something more formal and mature. The base is a lot less flared, and overall this dress has more detail. The teacup skirt is a clever touch that gives the dress a delicate feel, and the classy jewelry paired with gold makes Hana feel grown up in this design. This represents a clear vision of what she would wear and who she would become. Perhaps in second season, we would see her grow into the kind of girl who would wear these clothes. Hana's other chords for this attribute retain the usual silhouettes, so we'll skip over those and take a look at. As part of the unit Promise Bouquet, Hana gets her final major dress. Mystical Serenea is a return to form with a large accessories, abstract form, and campy design elements. This honestly wouldn't stick out in Prepara. The color palette is just beautiful, featuring dreamy purple gradients accented by yellow flowers and strong pink bows. The dark blue is a welcome choice too. I'm glad the antlers were turned into straps because it's a subtle way to allude to the dress's dressia. I think the consistency and shape language with overlapping elements such as the flowers really elevates this above the usual Aikatsu chords. It really does feel mystical and wondrous, perfectly capturing the feeling of an elusive forest creature. To summarize what Hana's fashion shows us, Aikatsu Planet began with a rather weak approach to their fashion. Inspirations were flimsy, and the attributes felt like gimmicks with many dresses looking plain and generic. However, over time, the fashion evolved to accommodate a stronger sense of style, eventually allowing the grander elements to return. I know it's a bit short, but I feel that given time and a better story, Aikatsu Planet would have found its footing eventually, and it's a shame that we'll never get to see that. This was a really quick video that I wanted to put out because I have always wanted to talk about Aikatsu Planet's fashion and why I find it so empty. It's very hard to talk about because I feel the vision was never given room to grow, and there were so many misses that it felt like they didn't know exactly what they were going for sometimes. This is a shorter video while I work on bigger projects, so let me know if you have any thoughts on Aikatsu's fashion evolution. I don't feel it has the same drop in quality that Pre-chan has, so I didn't make that kind of video, but I think Hana really represents what they were trying to go for as the main character. You can see how she embodies each era of design, from the really basic dressia to the more specific attributes to finally bringing back the campy elements with unit swings. With that said, thank you so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts and look forward to seeing you next time.